Hello, folks. Welcome back for round two. I'm Randy, and here's Nicholas Wright. How you doing, Nick?
I'm doing good.
Hey, this time in the feature match, we have Riley. He's been playing humans for a while. He's still playing humans. He currently has a win. And then we have Brandon. He's playing
KIKI combo.
KIKI combo.
Yeah, I actually just lost to it
I
last round.
almost wanted to say KIKI chord,
Yeah.
but it's KIKI combo. We're gonna knock on the wall and let them know that it is time for them to get started. And we'll start our clock here. And I'm going to take a listen in. So, looks like Brandon has Opt. He has a Pestermite.
Oh, mulligan to 6.
Yep. And let's see. We have, yeah, he's got a bunch of cards.
It looks like one land and opt.
Yeah. Well, no, for Riley, Riley's going down to 19. Just to play a Noble Hierarch. Island from Brandon. So let's see.
The Thalia is going to be really good.
Yeah, the Thalia would be good.
Yeah.
But he'll play an opt-in response.
Yep, there's the opt. Click bottom.
Yep.
Just looking for lands probably at this point.
Well, what's the thing is he has Deceiver Exarch, and that can catch Thalia off guard.
Yeah, for sure. And especially if Riley doesn't know what he's playing against, it'll be a pretty good one.
Yep.
Just a very interesting matchup here.
Missing this Manus Rider on 2 is...
He's going to swing in for 3 thanks to Noble Hierarch's Exalted trigger.
Yeah, missing that third lane when he has Manus Rider and Knight of Autumn in hand is pretty unfortunate.
Yeah, this is where Deceiver Exarch is going to be really keen. What's
I mean, even if Brandon notices that he's missing mana, he can just start tapping the Noble Hierarch on his upkeep to just keep that mana denial up.
Go.
Yeah, still no second land.
he's going to play a champion. So he's going to trigger the first champion. It's going to become a 2/2. So we should see Deceiver Exarch coming in. Just to take out the Thalia.
Maybe tap down the Horizon Canopy.
Oh, no.
He goes for a Vendilion Click.
Okay, Vendilion Click.
Oh, target himself. Okay.
He does have to reveal the card.
Yep.
So Snapcaster is going to go to the bottom.
Yep.
So I think Vendilion Click's going to block.
Really?
Yeah, it's going to. So Thalia having first strike.
My bad. I kept thinking in my head it was Deceiver Exarch.
Deceiver. I thought it was Deceiver Exarch too, but I guess we were wrong. But Vendilion Click is really good.
Yeah. Oh, he's missing lands. That's why he went for the Vendilion Click instead.
Yeah, just in case there's playing around a path,
Yeah.
possibly.
You know, I think something that's interesting. Riley could Phantasmal Image his Noble Hierarch to make his third mana.
And he might be doing that.
Because he has Reflector Mage, Manus Rider, and Knight of Autumn.
Cast Phantasmal Image.
So it looks like he's going to copy the champion.
Oh, is that what he targeted?
No. Okay, he did Noble Hierarch. I was kind of where he put it down close to the champion.
Yeah.
What's really neat is now he can, when he swings with the Thalia, he can catch the Thalia off guard. Ooh.
Smart move. Smart move by Riley, not attacking with the Thalia. So he's going to tap down the Noble Hierarch.
Wait a second. Yeah, it's fine.
Yeah, so it's a 4/4.
Good. Yeah.
Oh, he targeted the Phantasmal Image, so it would die.
But Deceiver Exarch should be gone.
No.
Exalted trigger happens when you attack.
Yeah, but it's a 3/3. Because he...
No, it's a 4/4. 2 Exalted triggers. It's a 2/2. So
yeah,
hold on.
It should be.
Yep, I'll be right back.
This should be dead. Oh
He
yeah, because I
attacked.
was hitting for
This
4.
is a 4/4.
Yeah,
Even indicated it was a 4/4.
The exalted
The
trigger
exalted
started
trigger
on the
style.
stack.
It's 2/2 plus a 1/1.
Plus
Plus a
this was a
1/1.
noble hierarch. Sorry, I didn't catch that.
You did. You said 4.
Yeah, I attacked for 4. I didn't catch the original. Sorry, not my team. That's sometimes.
So smart move. Should have just done it before combat.
Yeah. But then if you do it before combat, he can
Yeah,
kind
then
of
he just
play
then
around
he just
it.
doesn't attack or declares however he wants.
Now he's going to attack for 7. So that kind of puts
Combat.
Brandon a little bit behind.
Yeah, for sure. Let's
'cause
see if he has a cryptic here to tap the team, maybe draw a card.
well, he can't cast Cryptic because of the Thalia.
Oh yeah, man, Thalia is putting in work.
Yeah, that's why I really feel that the Vidilian Click was the wrong play.
Yeah, I definitely
Deceiver,
think the
Exarch,
Deceiver would
get
have
rid
been,
of the Thalia.
Yeah, I think so too. Because it would have cleared the Thalia a few turns ago. He does have another one in hand, but it would have set him back.
So we're going to see 8.
Time for 2 minutes.
And now,
3/3.
Yeah.
Block. Take 5.
Yeah, it's fine.
okay, he's still not getting rid of the Thalia.
Yeah, I don't know. I wonder if he's just on the. I'm gonna try for Kiki.
If he gets
next
a land,
turn.
he can
yeah,
win
if he
here.
hits a red source, he has Kiki next turn.
Yeah.
So he might just be on the I don't care plan.
Oh, another opt.
Yeah.
Well, let's see if he hits it. Didn't hit it.
He got another Deceiver, though, so that
Yeah,
buys him another
That buys him another turn, and he gets to untap his land and opt for the mountain to try to find the mountain.
Yeah. Or that might be a Vidilian Click. No, he's got a Vidilian Click and a Deceiver.
And a Deceiver. I think the Deceiver is definitely the right play here. Because he can untap his land, play the opt to try to find the mountain to get this game over with. Because he can't last much
Yep.
longer.
Oh, no. This is a big move here.
Yeah.
The fact that the fact that he has Reflector Mage.
Yeah. The good thing, though, is he can cast the other Deceiver in response to the Reflector Mage.
Yep. But the champion's going to be a 4/4.
Yeah, the champion's going to be huge.
So if he does play the Reflector Mage, I would cast the Deceiver, tap down the Mantis Rider.
Yeah, and then he can only attack with the champion.
Reflector Mage.
Because you just eat the Thalia. Yeah, so tap down the Mantis Rider.
So it's on stack.
So he has a Pestermite, Deceiver Exarch,
Opt, Kiki.
and a Vidilian Click behind the Kiki, I believe.
So if he thinks that he's not going to get another turn, it might be better for him to just play the Deceiver, untap his island so that he can cast the Opt in order to try to find the third red source. So if he thinks he's not going to get another turn, I think that's the best play.
Dude, it's starting here.
Gonna tap down the champion?
Tap down the champion, okay.
Yeah, that's pretty good because that means
Yeah.
that it can't attack in for 4, but he can still attack in for 4 with just the Mantis
Yeah,
Rider.
so he can still attack for 4 with the Mantis Rider.
So there, Mighty Penguin, there are no Throne of Eldraine cards because they're not legal till Friday.
Yep.
So this is the last of this modern format that we get to see.
Brandon and I were actually playing before the event,
Okay.
and he's trying out Brazen Borrower instead of Vendilion Click. So when you see those Vendilion Clicks, he wants them to be Brazen Borrowers.
Yeah, Brazen Borrower seems so good.
Yeah, that card seems awesome. Bounce something, and it's still a 3/1 with Flash.
Yep. Get to cast it from exile.
Yeah.
A lot of movement lately in the modern marketplace with paradoxical outcomes and Mox Ambers.
Really, Mox Amber too?
Yeah, there's what's funny is somebody discovered right at the end of this season a standard deck where you make infinite mana with Mox Ambers. Ketherith from Core 20 says exile 2 legendary cards from your graveyard. You can cast legendary spells from your graveyard.
Oh,
So you just
wow.
loop Mox Embers to make
That's
infinite
awesome.
mana.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah, not a problem there, Mighty Penguin.
Phantasmal Image.
Copying Reflector Mage. he copies Reflector Mage, he's definitely got the game.
Go to combat.
And I just don't see how Brandon gets out of this.
Oh, he copied Mantis Rider. Yeah, there's no getting out of this.
I think Deafening Silence is a card on everybody's radar, Mighty Penguin. That card seems awesome.
He's doing the math here. Yep, and he scoops it up. And Humans wins game 1. We're playing best 2 out of 3, so he still has a chance to pull it back out. I'm hoping for the KIKI combo deck.
I mean, that was honestly, it didn't look like a close match, but
It really was.
yeah, it was really close. The fact that Brandon just missed that third red source for the KIKI just made the game Riley's.
He did miss like 3 land draws.
Yeah, like 3 or 4,
And-
especially hitting ops and all that too.
Yep, so Brandon's going to be on the play. Let's see if he can, get the combo to go off.
Turn 1 Serum Visions is always a great start.
Yep, so he's fetched and getting an island going down to 19. So what's funny is Riley right there indicating that, grabbing a dice.
Yeah.
That would tell me he has.
Aether Vial, yeah,
Aether
for
Vial,
sure.
and
That's,
it's like-
that's the first thing I would think immediately.
Yeah.
And like, especially in games like this, it's always important to not give your opponent free information.
Yeah, BK. Come draft. Enjoy the Throne of Eldraine draft experience. I think it's probably going to be definitely better than Sealed.
Yeah, for sure.
A lot of different archetypes to fight over. Yep, and there's that dice.
Yep, there's the Aether Vial.
Yep. Young experience, just a little bit of
Yeah,
inexperience, just
just a
giving
little
that
bit.
information away.
Yeah. It can really add up in a grindy game.
And I mean, Riley might not realize how close he was to being
Yeah.
just comboed out.
Yeah. And it looks like if Brandon can make it, it looks like he has almost all 5 lands, Kiki Jiki and Deceiver Exarch in hand.
Okay.
It looks like I see two more lands. Okay.
Yep. So he's still short 1 red source.
Yeah.
He has 2 lands in hand, an island, and a Scalding Tarns, but he may have put one up on top
Yeah,
with
and-
that
and
Serum
I think,
Vision.
I think he has an opt as well. Yeah, he has an opt
Yeah.
too. So he's definitely been sculpting his hand.
Kitesail Freebooter.
Kitesail Freebooter.
Kitesail
has
Freebooter is a
yeah.
big thing here.
He has something to say about it. That's for sure. Do we see an opt in response? Maybe.
It's a duress. Except if you don't get your card back. Alright.
Riley taking a look over there, but when it enters the battlefield, target opponent reveals his or her hand. You choose a non-creature, non-land card.
I was curious if
So-
it was non-creature.
Yeah, I was too. So had to look it up.
Yeah. Yeah, because not being able to take Deceiver or Kiki Jiki is pretty unfortunate. He just has to try to get the gate. Oh, he has a Meddling Mage, so that'll actually should make things a little easier if he can get it on the battlefield.
Am I drafting with you? Probably not. I'm going to be filming standard, BK. Saturday evening, maybe, because I got a wedding to go to. Congratulations to John Anderson and Michelle Thomas.
Oh, really? They're getting married?
They're getting married
That's awesome.
this Saturday.
Oh,
So.
wow. So here's the Vial on 2, which is going to be great to make the Meddling Mage.
Yeah, so Meddling Mage be able to name Kiki Jiki.
Yeah.
But there's a Lightning Bolt, so
Oriok Champion seems like a weird card to bring in to me.
Meddling Mage. Snapcaster Mage then.
oh, so he named Snapcaster Mage.
Oh, did he really?
Yeah, he named Snapcaster Mage.
Wow. Maybe he just thinks he's going
Oh,
to end the
he's
game.
just going to copy it.
Oh, okay.
Oriok Champion.
Ooh. No, I thought he was going to play
Yeah, I
Phantasmal
thought it
Image,
was
but
too. I guess he can just vial it in.
yep. So Snapcaster Mage not able to come down, but one little lightning bolt.
Yeah. One lightning bolt changes everything. But I mean, I see why he's named a Snapcaster because he has Snap Bolt in the yard.
Yeah.
So.
Plus Riley he doesn't necessarily need to run the Phantasmal image out right now
Yeah.
because Brandon doesn't have enough lands to cast the
to
Kiki
cast it
Jiki.
anyway.
2 cards.
I'm curious if he cracks this Horizon Canopy first before he does anything on his turn.
That's not a Horizon Canopy. That's an Ancient.
No, he has a Horizon Canopy. in
Oh,
his hand.
yeah. Oh, yeah,
Yeah,
Here's
yeah.
the
yeah,
Mind
yeah.
Sculptor.
Ooh, Jace here's gonna do some.
That's big.
Yeah, that's a big card. What's under the Kitesail Freebooter?
Kitesail Freebooter is an opt.
Oh, Opt. Okay.
Probably.
That's a big pool here.
Yeah.
Um,
So I know he doesn't know, but if he bounces the Meddling Mage, then he'll have to spend. I guess that doesn't matter.
no,
too
I think
much.
he should just tick up, protect
Yeah,
the
protect
Jace,
it. Yeah, because he only
Fate
has
Seal
4.
Riley.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, looks like he's gonna do that. We'll see if he chooses himself or Riley. He's gonna choose himself.
He's going to target himself,
try
which
to
is
find
good.
maybe try to find the 5th land for Kiki.
Yeah. And now with Jace ticked up, Jace's second ability is really important here.
Yeah.
Or actually, I'm sorry, his third ability.
His second ability is Brainstorm.
His second ability is Brainstorm. His
Okay,
first
third-
ability is Fate
Yeah,
Seal.
And then third is the bounce. Okay, yeah. Here's the crack on the Horizon Canopy.
Yeah, quick look at Jace, the Mind Sculptor. Legacy on Sunday. We're trying to maybe start doing it on Saturdays, but because of draft weekend,
Casting has already.
you know.
Copy this thing. KIKI Mirror Breaker.
So he did copy Kikijiki Mirror Breaker.
Interesting note too. He moved the vial up to 3.
Now Riley gaining one because of the Auroch Savagers, which is kind of like, hey, you can make all your
Yeah.
your things.
Go ahead.
So, and Auroch Savagers having pro red, pro black, very
It's gonna be
huge.
Really good, yeah.
I'm just probably gonna.
The good thing is, if Brandon ever goes off, he can just bounce the champion.
Yeah, so now he's going to brainstorm.
Yeah.
Yep. Ooh, Cryptic Command
Cryptic
is
is pretty
huge.
good,
And a
yeah.
land. So now he can put some things.
Put the Snapcaster he can't cast.
And the Opt, play the land.
Yeah, fetch.
And the good thing about Cryptic Command is, so on Riley's turn, he can cast Cryptic Command at the end turn. Cast Cryptic Command, bounce the Auroch Savagers, tick Jace down to bounce
Yeah,
the Phantasmal image.
bounce it, draw a card, and then
Yeah.
bounce the Phantasmal image that's named in Kiki Jiki. And
Yeah.
then go off. So we'll see what Riley has to say about that. Crack the Grove to draw a card. Reflector Mage. That is a huge pickup.
Yeah, the fact that he has it on
Yeah,
3,
he has the
so
vial on 3 too.
Chamber the Parish. Get one more. Chamber the Parish. Trigger. I'll get another.
Riley getting some safety here.
Activate this. Reflector Mage.
So let's see what Brandon does here.
I'll get another one from you too.
So he's going to shock go to 14.
He's going to go down to 13 as he shocks.
Oh, yep.
So he's going to cast Cryptic Command. Tap the team.
I say a lot's changed. I'm not sure exactly what he's going to do with the cryptic. Tap the team.
Yeah.
Oh, he's going to opt first. Okay.
I'm going to.
That's fine.
He could still cast Lightning Bolt.
Yeah.
Another opt, but I think it's Cryptic Command time.
Yeah, so the Deceiver gets bounced by the Reflector Mage.
Yep.
And then we're going to go to combat, I'm guessing.
Yeah, and the question is does he attack? Does he let him attack, risking him attacking Jace?
Him losing the Jace, which I don't think he can afford to lose the Jace at this point.
Before combat.
So lots of decisions to be made
Yeah,
here.
for sure. This is definitely a tough spot for Brandon.
Tap your team.
So he's going to
Don't do that, Brandon.
bounce.
Oh, he's not going to like what I said. So he's not going to be able to. It doesn't work. He just got the spell countered.
As long as there's 2 modes, whatever.
The other mode doesn't target
Oh.
all opponents.
We get a judge. Team doesn't get tapped, right?
Correct, because that gets
Yeah.
countered.
Yeah. You're good. Thought about it after I casted it.
I was like,
Yeah, that was a huge misplay. He
Yeah.
targeted the Phantasmal Image. It's a legal target, but then the Phantasmal Image's ability makes it an illegal target. So we're going to pull up Cryptic Command here for you folks.
This way, everybody, because that card is hard to understand.
It has so many modes. So when we look at Cryptic Command, it's choose 2. It has 4 modes, which is counter target spell, return target permanent to its owner's hand, tap all creatures your opponents control, and draw a card. The 2 modes that Brandon chose was return target permanent to owner's hand and tap all creatures your opponents control. Thus, there's only 1 target in it, and if your target becomes illegal, if all targets become illegal, the spell gets countered by game rule.
Brainstorm.
Cryptic Command got
So
countered by game
if
rule.
he chose bounce a permanent and draw a card, the spell still would have resolved, right?
If he would have chose to, tap all creatures your opponents control and draw a card, well, that doesn't have any targets on it.
Okay.
Or he could have chosen, like I said, Auroch Savagers.
Yeah.
But now he's in a hardened rut.
Yeah. Now we're gonna have to see. I don't know what he's gonna do here.
The thing is he can cast the Deceiver now. So all he has to do is live.
He can't cast the Deceiver, right? Because the Reflector Mage just bounced it.
Say it? Yeah, but no. It's now Riley's turn. He can cast it on Riley's turn.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
That's the thing. Creatures with flash.
Yeah, can still.
d-
Okay.
Reflector Mage.
One at Jace.
So 1 at Jace. And 7.
7 at Brandon. So let's see what he does here.
I'm going to counter.
Okay, so field the Cavern. Important because he has a remand in his hand, so he wants to be able to counter
Creatures or things that may
anything, really,
return.
at this point.
So I believe we're going to see a
So we're gonna see this.
Vidalian
Opt.
click maybe to
No,
block the.
He's about to cast Opt first to see what he wants to do. I think.
Cast off.
Yeah.
Yeah. Trying to look for maybe a lightning bolt
Yeah. Something.
to save Jace.
Hey, there's a lightning.
There's a
bolt.
lightning bolt. He can now kill the kite cell.
Yeah, if he wants to, he can.
So
kill
he
the
can-
kite sail and then Opt.
Yeah, he
You
can.
can't play that until after my next turn.
Yes, he can.
No, it's after my
I'm going to go.
Creature can't cast at the same turn.
he can cast it, Riley.
Are you sure?
Yes. So last turn you cast this targeting that.
It's until the end of my turn.
No, till the beginning of your next turn. This is your next turn. He can cast it on
I
this
thought it
turn.
was the end of my next turn.
No.
You're right. That's me.
like you said, Flash is interesting with Reflector Mage.
Yeah, so bring up Reflector Mage for the folks at home to kind of understand this interaction. As you see it there, when Reflector Mage enters the battlefield, return target creature an opponent controls to its owner's hand. That creature's owner can't cast spells with the same name as that creature until your next turn.
Mm-hmm.
It's Riley's next turn.
Yeah.
And what game was that?
Okay. So it looks like Brandon played the Deceiver, untapped Mountain, cast the Lightning Bolt. It looks like on the kite sail for remover.
Are you in?
Yep.
There it is.
So he
Bounced
again bounced
Oriok
it,
champion, played
and we're
KIKI.
going to a game 3.
Make infinite creatures with haste.
Infinite Deceiver Exarchs.
Yeah.
Unclaimed territory, casting an Aether Vial.
Yep.
Yeah, but he has an engineered explosives in hand.
It looks like an Anger of the Gods, which is going to be really tricky.
Yeah.
Especially if Riley doesn't see it.
So a Thalia.
That's going to slow things down a little bit.
Yeah. Here's the thing about engineered explosives that's really good with Thalia. You can cast it for 1, pay the extra 1 if it's a different color, and it's still going to come in with the 2 counters.
Such an interesting interaction that doesn't make any sense to me.
The stream froze? Maybe for you. Refresh your browser. I don't know. It seems to be going pretty well for us. Yeah, I wonder as well.
Looks like he does.
Yeah, we're going to see Riley make a...
Yeah, I'm sure there's going to be a judge call here in a second. I guess not. I guess it's hard to know.
So that's big because there are a lot of things in Riley's deck.
And it's something interesting, too. It looks like Riley brought in a Plague Engineer.
Yeah, so I might have to bring out the phone so he can name what kind of card type.
Deceiver Exarch actually becomes a 0/3. And if he makes infinite Deceiver Exarchs, it actually doesn't do anything because they're all 0/3s.
How's that, Nathan? I think his mic was muted because he went and took a phone call.
Yeah, probably.
I had to unmute it. All right, so Riley moving it to 3. You can probably catch something off guard with that Plague Engineer.
And this is one of those interesting spots because how much do you want to play into the engineered explosives? Because you kind of have to because you have to force him to crack it, but you don't want to waste your entire hand playing into it.
Yeah, and now where he has 3 mana up, he can catch the Thalia off guard.
Yeah. It looks like Riley just is not going to play into the engineered explosives at all. Which, if I'm Brandon in this spot, I'm going to pass the turn, and then Riley can do whatever. I'm going to crack the engineered explosives because he has 2 Anger of the Gods in his hand, which when he cracks the engineered explosives, Riley's going to think he's in the clear, and then he can go for the Anger of the Gods, and I think it'll get him pretty good.
So I didn't get to hear what Riley named with the Plague.
Yeah, I don't know
Engineer.
what he named either.
Champion of the parish. Into combat.
What creature type is Deceiver Exarch? I'm curious if it's something that actually like makes sense or if it's something weird.
Yeah.
It is a Cleric.
Cleric, I would never guess that. So
Anger of the Gods
Yep,
here.
here's the anger.
That's good.
That's going to clear the board up quite a bit.
And, you know, I really just don't like us knowing he has another anger in hand and he has this explosives on too. It's looking pretty difficult for Riley at this point.
Well, he also has a Snapcaster Mage in
Yeah.
hand as well.
Yeah, so he has basically infinite anger of the gods.
No.
He's choosing which one to get rid of. Got rid of the green-white.
Still the next step.
We're going to see a Mantis Rider.
There's the Mantis Rider. Now let's see how much Riley wants to apply, because it looks like he has a bunch of 2-drops in hand.
Yeah, he's really avoiding the engineered explosives.
Yeah. Maybe just the Thalia's Lieutenant?
Thalia's Lieutenant would probably be good here.
I wonder if he's going to name Anger.
Deceiver X-Ray.
He named Deceiver Exarch.
Deceiver Exarch. Now, something interesting, if he played the Thalia's Lieutenant, that would have put the Mantis Rider out of Anger of the Gods range. Where now, Meddling Mage and Mantis Rider are both going to die.
Yep. And I think Brandon's just going to fire it off here.
Yeah, I think so too. I'm curious if he decides to not show the second one in his hand and play Snapcaster Anger.
I think playing it so he can have Opt up.
Yeah. Yep, there's the other Anger. I would have really loved to see Meddling Mage name Anger or the Thalia's Lieutenant last turn.
Yeah, this is getting really tight here.
Yeah. And still just a bunch of 2s in Riley's hand.
Riley's definitely looking for a Reflector Mage.
Yeah, there's a Mantis Rider. It's not a bad one.
He should play the Phantasmal.
There's the Thalia's Lieutenant. Okay.
Yeah.
So the Mantis Rider's going to be out of Anger range unless he finds a bolt or something.
So they're on a different clock than the clock that's in the main room. They got a little bit of an extension as we got set up
Okay.
for the stream. They have 1:23 left in the round.
I think they can definitely finish this game.
Well, Riley's threatening lethal
yeah,
here.
Riley's trying. So now what does Brandon do?
Well, there's not much he can do.
If he plays Jace to bounce the Mantis Rider, the game is over because
The Mantis Rider just comes in off
Yeah.
of the
and
Aether Vial.
yeah, and I don't know what else he does.
He's going to probably play Snapcaster into Opt.
Yeah, and just try to find something.
Or he should just play the Opt in his hand, actually.
Yeah.
Snapcaster Opt. See if he can find something. Nope, that wasn't it. Doesn't seem like that was it either. It would have been a lot faster.
Wow.
I
Another
think that's
engineered
it.
Explosives.
I think that's going to be the game. Yep.
And he shakes the hand. Congratulations to Riley Moore. He wins that round.
Certainly fun, and I definitely misplayed a couple times, but
Man, that was a pretty tight
Yeah,
fight.
that was intense. For a minute there, I really didn't think Riley had a chance, and he ended up pulling it out. Played
Yeah.
around the engineered explosives pretty well.
That was a really hard one for Brendan there. A couple other things he could have done. Maybe play the Jace, play it, bounce the bounce the Mantis Rider,
Yeah,
and then use Opt to try to get to a bolt.
yeah. That was
Um,
definitely a tough spot.
It is. It's a huge tough spot,
Yeah,
and I think there was a couple times where Brandon not wanting to lose the Deceiver
Mhm.
or things like that.
I'm
but-
thinking. I'm curious because like earlier he had when I was mentioning the option of he had the anger in the yard and the
Mhm.
anger in his hand. I'm curious if he ended up doing like Snapcaster Anger,
Mhm.
if Riley might not have gone for the Thalia's Lieutenant, because he would have never seen the other one in hand, and it might have looked like a play of desperation. because he was, wasting his own Snapcaster Mage to cast Anger of the Gods.
Yep. All right, folks, we're going to be back for some round 3 action. Stay tuned. You're watching Monday Night Modern here at Frontline Games.